I have amazing timing. So I found out just now today at 5:59 a.m. Saturday, February 12th. Yesterday, a new pack set for Yu-Gi-Oh! Got released, Blades of Chaos. Blades of Chaos does something great. It adds some more vampire support cards that are very well needed for vampires. Funny thing is, yesterday I was going throughout the whole day, mind my own, and I made a venture deck before and I finished it, and I decided to work on a vampire deck, and I threw this together, and well, it plays pretty well. So I guess a celebration of vampire cards, more vampire cards that are gonna hopefully help out vampires do more than just summon. Like most time you'll summon a vampire sucker in one turn and that's all you can really do because vampires there's not that much. But hopefully with these new cards, whenever they come out in Master Duel, they will help this deck out a lot. But I'll just go ahead and show you some games with the deck I have currently, and then once the new cards come out, I can do another video on this if you so please. Alright, let's do it. Game 1. Game 1 with the vampires. Coin toss, lose a coin toss, of course. If we go first, that's good. Go second? Nah. Great. Take a look at this hand we have here. Not the greatest in the world. See, the these three monster cards I have in my hand, if you don't know what the vampires work is, they picked up the gimmick later on whenever they started getting these two cards where you pay life points to activate effects, and with some cards you gain life points, and you can pay life points with this card. But for these three cards to work, they need to be in the grave. And it's hard, no, I'm not gonna say hard. It can be double set. It can be difficult to do unless you have what you need to do it. And right here, it doesn't seem like we're gonna be able to do much. But we can get something off. We can get a vampire sucker, maybe. Uh-oh. Poor connection. Come on, man. Anyway, with the new cards that are coming, one of them is called Vampire Ghost Ogre, and what he does is he does basically what Unizombie does. He gets rid of a card and puts it in your grave, as well as searches for another card to add to your hand, which would be very helpful. So for example, if you had a skill drain, cool. But basically how it works is you have, like, let's say you start with the Vampire Ghost Ogre in your hand, so you can get rid of one of these to search for another card, and then you have two zombie monsters in your grave where you can activate their effects and then end up searching. I guess we summon familiar here. I mean, there's nothing we could do about that skill drain. All we could do is swing, because it's negating our effects. Good thing is, oh, my controller is about to die. With the effect of our spell card, we gain life points whenever we do damage. So at least we'll be able to like stall him out for long enough, and then if he doesn't summon anything, we can quickly dispatch him by, well, not dispatch, but we can stall time, and then if he doesn't summon anything, we can keep doing damage to him, keep getting life points, which is always nice. But it just, man, it sucks that skill drain is there. We're gonna have to get one of our negate trap cards on the field if we can. Somehow, some way. Just ended his turn. Without even, okay. You love to see it. We'll pay some life points, why not? And we'll summon Mizuki here. Or not Mizuki. Mizuki's in the hand. We'll summon our retainer, and we'll tribute this retainer we just summoned to summon a stronger vampire monster to do more damage and gain even more life points here. I'm not going to try activating the effect because it's negated. I don't even know if this would work because we summon it. We end up summoning it, so I don't think that'd be worth it. I think we just swing. And if he lets the swings go through again, then we're going to do more damage, gain more life points. And now we have 12,000 life points, which is nice. It's good to have. Now let's see if he'll pull something out this turn. He very well might be just bricking really hard, or he's running the Zodiac deck and hoping without any defense he can win. I have no clue. But he can't summon something like Crooked Cook because its effects would be negated because of Skill Drain. And I can't get rid of Skill Drain. Oh, he said, okay. You okay? Buddy. Your pot agree is going crazy over there. What's going on? If I were to guess, it's probably a Dino deck with normal monsters and a bunch of equipped spells to try to get rid of some stuff. Necro World Banshee. Well, we got you in our hand, which is nice. You know what? I think we can go for a Nightmare Unicorn here and get rid of his card. Maybe. Is that what I want to do? You know what? We'll do it. With some Nightmare Unicorn, and we'll try to get rid of his card, even though it won't work probably, and it might cost me the duel. But there's no harm in trying. If it doesn't work, oh well. Oh yeah, it's not gonna work. My effects are negated. Let's just discard Mizuki so we can get another one of our vampires back, because this isn't gonna work. Let's go ahead and let's get you back. Let's switch to summon our one with higher attack, so therefore we can potentially win this turn. Too bad I don't have access code talker in this deck. I could throw him in. I believe he might be able to get rid of Skill Drain. I'm not sure here. And then attack for game? Question mark? That game. What a weird duel. Okay. Alright, duel number 2 with vampires. We lose the coin toss again. We're going against goal 1. Interesting. By the way, don't knock me too hard for being only a goal 4. Let's just say it's been hard trying to run vampires, especially if you go second. But this hand doesn't look too bad, as long as he doesn't... Is that a Monarch card? No, it's a World Legacy card. As long as we can somehow get Baldric on the field, because Baldric, if you don't know what Doom King Baldric does, he is a great card. He can be special summoned if there's a field spell on the field, which there is. He can be special summoned from the grave. And then on top of that, he has a negate and he has a banish. If a zombie card activates an effect, it can be negated, and you could also banish it. So in theory, if you have zombie roll on the field and they activate an effect with any monster they have in the grave or on the field, you can trigger Baldric's effect because they count as a zombie at that point. So that's always the goal here, is to get zombie rolled in the field and then somehow get Baldric on the field. Which this time it's not going to happen. There's not too many combos I could do here. I will swing into one of his cards here though. It was poor choice. I was not paying attention. And I believe, yes, I believe this card will get destroyed. Popped. Main phase 2. Nothing we could do in turn. I don't know why I was thinking I was getting Gozuki confused for Mizuki. He might be able to TKO us here. And if that's the case, then it's a GG, but you never know. You never know. See, these two cards, they can't activate their effects. They can be summoned, but they don't have effects unless they're special summoned. So it's kind of sad to see, because you can't activate their effects and special summon. What does Crawler Receptor do again? No, just as a crawler from deck to your hand. Search card. But these two cards, they'd benefit greatly from Vampire Ghost Ogre being put in the game, because Vampire Ghost Ogre recently came out, and like I said before, it allows you to discard and search, and that is basically what Uni-Zombie does, but you also get that extra search out of it, which is always good. So you could like throw this card in the graveyard, search for another card, and then you can activate the card's effects by discarding the card you just searched, and so on and so forth. And then you could special summon it, and then you could activate this card's effect, like Vampire Familiar, for example, let you search for another vampire monster, and Retainer will let you search for another spell or trap. And you could do some, you'd actually do some decent combos with vampires from then, and you could actually do some nice things. Link Summon, X Crawler. Ugh. Okay, well, he's gonna swing into me for 2,300, which is gonna hurt. End phase, and then we draw. Hopefully we draw into a Uni-Zombie. We draw into a Balric. Not great, I must say. There is not much we can do here. Trying to decide. I could take the risk and swing into him with Glow Up Bloom, and I think I might do that just because I don't feel safe without Baldric on the field, and that is going to be our chance to get our monster. Destroy a Glow Up Bloom, activate its effect, and then we can let's just special summon Doom King Baller before I think too hard and I do something not too smart. But now we could finally get rid of his monster, which will activate its effect, which will be a pain, but we can negate it. So it's not that big of a deal. Because like I said, since we have Zombie Girl on the field, that monster now qualifies as a zombie monster. And we end our turn. What is next for you, sir? He's got 2 flip effect monsters, so I gotta be careful about that. I can't miss time on a gate or waste in a gate. Otherwise, there may be issues. Target 1 card in the field and destroy it. He's gonna try to. He has 2 Axons. Ugh. Man, oh man, oh man. Can you only activate 1? Yeah, you can only activate 1 Axon per turn. I was about to say, that scared me for a second there. I also have Ash Blossom, so I can always negate with Ash Blossom if I need to. Oh, he's gonna Link Summon, huh? Into a Synopsis. What does Synopsis do? Cannot be destroyed by battle. Make up to 2 attacks on monsters. Destroyed by battle, leaves the field because of card effect. Oh, he surrendered. Well, okay. Alright, duel number 3. We lose the coin toss 3 times out of 3 times, and we're going second again. Oh boy. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Yeah, we can. Okay, so there's a few different ways. So if they have, well, we couldn't normal summon again, but we can get Zombie Roll in the field 2 different ways here. Both involving putting Necro Banshee in the graveyard and allowing Necro Banshee to activate her effect, where she automatically puts a Zombie World on the field spell zone of your side of the field. And he double set in his turn another Uni-Zombie? Ugh. What's that Vampire Awakening? Vampire Awakening lets you special summon a vampire monster for your deck, but it gets destroyed after that turn. Good thing is we can actually use some vampire effects here as long as we're able to get them off. And see, what we're doing here is we're gonna search for a Necro Banshee to put it in the grave to get Zombie World in the field. which zombie world turns everything on both sides of the field and in the graveyard into zombie monsters. Which is pretty great card for, it's one of the standard zombie support cards that you'll see in, it's a staple of zombie decks, because it just helps you get so much done, especially if you equip it with like a super poly. So like if they have a super strong monster field like Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, you could just super poly, get rid of it. If you have zombie rolling field, super poly, get rid of it, and then it's not a big deal. And we're gonna throw Familiar in the grave because that's all we can do, but Familiar also lets us search for a, well, you can special summon by discarding a vampire monster, and then when special summon you pay 500 life points, and then you can search for a I can't want to say zombie, there are zombies, but vampire monster card. There we go. Sorry, my words are getting tangled because I talk a lot. Because I often talk a lot when playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Just because. Now we can add to our deck a monster. We'll add this card for insurance. Vampire Fallen, how it works is if a monster declares attack, you can special summon it in defense mode, and then you can also activate its effect. Where a monster being targeted for attack, you can pay life points, and it will it'll add those life points to its defense and attack for that attack. We're gonna summon a Vampire Sucker here. Or no, Christian, I lied, my brain. So we're gonna summon Christian, and then we're gonna go into a glow up bulb, because we're gonna try to get rid of our glow up bulb so we can get Baldric on the field, because we want Baldric on the field for sure. And we'll link summon again, and then now we have a you know what, I can discard this Unizombie. I just don't trust this back row, so I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna add it back to the deck with Nightmare Unicorn, because Nightmare Unicorn's good for like just spinning stuff. Now we can activate both effects. Nightmare Unicorn, discard a card from your hand, and then target one card in the field, send it back into the deck, and we're gonna target this face down. And then Glow Up Bulb, it lets you add a monster to your hand, or a zombie monster to your hand, but if you're running Zombie World, if you got Zombie World on the field, that lets you special summon it straight from your hand. Prologue of the Destruction Swordsman. Interesting. Well, that's nice. At least we're going to be able to get Doom King Baldric on the field, and we know what that trap is now, and it'll be gone. Maybe. Hello, opponent, are you there? Are you okay? No, we can't forget about Vampire Awakening. We'll still be able to activate that on our next turn, because I can't think of why you would want to activate it on your opponent's turn, unless you're saving your life points, unless you're trying to save your life points, which would be smart. Huh. Let you special summon directly, huh? All my monsters become dragons? I don't think so. I think they stay zombies. Oh no, it becomes a dragon. Wow, okay, so that completely gets rid of Zombie World. That's crazy, that's interesting. And we cannot battle. Wow. This is going to hurt very, 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 very much. But that is completely okay. Dang, that's actually... I'm so used to like DNA surgery, because DNA surgery lets you pick an attribute and all monsters in the field become that attribute. We'll let you activate that, but we're gonna banish your cards so that way all our cards are hopefully zombie again. Unless he has like an Ash Blossom in hand, which would put a damper on my plans in a little bit. On it, are you okay? Ah, he quick play spelled into Destruction Swords and Fusion. Gotcha. And that's gonna let him get rid of whatever he needs to get rid of here. Dang, and he'll probably, because it lets you take dragons from both sides of the field, he'll probably try to get rid of my Baldric here, and it will most likely succeed. If he doesn't get rid of my Baldric, he'll get rid of my Nightmare Unicorn. But I think he's going to get rid of my Baldric just because, or get rid of my Nightmare Unicorn because he's going to probably summon Buster Blade, Swordsman of Destruction, and he turns every dragon into defense mode, gains attack equal to every dragon monster in the graveyard or on the field, and he also does piercing damage on top of that. So he's probably going to try to put him in defense mode to do piercing damage. Oh, duh. I'm dumb. I didn't even realize. I'm sorry, opponent. At least I got to explain that. Oh no, he got rid of my Baldric. Interesting. Good thing is Baldric comes back. Yep, Destruction Swordsman. Doom King Baldric. We'll banish. We'll see if we can banish his Buster Blade. And we can. And we will. Because it'll just end up letting him get a Buster Blader, which is completely okay. I'd rather deal with the Buster Blader than Destruction Swordsman. Buster Blader Destruction Swordsman is a headache if you're not careful. Wizard Buster Destruction Sword. Equipped to that monster. What does this do when it's equipped? Oh, my cards in my graveyard cannot activate effects. That puts a damper on my plans quite a bit. We're going to have to... We can link summon here. We could. Or we'll be able to because of Vampire Awakening and Vampire Fallen. And even if like Fallen gets destroyed here, we can also just normal summon Gozuki because Fallen gets special summon based off of a monster swinging into a monster. He is going to swing. And we should be able to activate Fallen, yes. Don't tell me you got an Ash Blossom. I'd be a little bit sad. We'll set you here. Well, hopefully he keeps trying to swing into my Nightmare Unicorn. If he does, great. Yep. Okay. Good. Should be able to activate Fallen's effect. Oh, we couldn't activate Fallen's effect. Interesting. Maybe it's because Buster Blader's effect of sorts. So I'm gonna equip it to my, or equip my Nightmare Unicorn to his Buster Blader. So we're going to have to link summon here whenever he gives us our turn. If he still doesn't have combos going. Yeah, he doesn't. Okay. Oh wait, because we can always... There we go. That card's gone now. Interesting. I guess it doesn't stay forever. And we pulled a uni zombie. That is actually pretty good. So I'll activate Vampire Awakening. And we will special summon this guy. Allows us to pay 1,000 life points and special summon a zombie monster, or a vampire monster from our grave. Sorry. Special summon Familiar to be able to search for another vampire zombie. Vampire zombie. The vampire monster. Finally getting into being able to use these cards. We'll add to our hand. We could add Void here, which I think we will. And then we'll normal summon Void. tribute you instead. Activate Void's effect. Special summon 2 of their monsters from their grave to our side of the field. And then we could use them for Xyz material. Theoretically. That is, if he negates it, we won't be able to. Okay. Special summon you. Special summon you. And then we can Xyz summon into our level 6 monster, I believe. We could have used his monster to synchro there. That would have been hilarious. Xyz summon into Sheridan. Now Sheridan, he has a pretty interesting effect. If we can get it off. I can't explain it too well, but I will say that it is nuts. Ah, he activated. Okay. Does that negate and destroy? Huh. I don't know what that did. Okay, well. We'll attach you. And for my next trick, we get to special summon. What effects can we activate in the graveyard? Whose effect? Oh, Vampire Familiar. I mean, we don't really need to. We can, of course, go to Vampire Sucker, and I think I will. And we'll get rid of you, get rid of your Buster Blader, link those away to summon Vampire Sucker. I'll activate my Vampire Sucker's effect so we get the free draw here. What does special summon? I'll special summon you. So we can't add you to the hand at the moment. Activate Vampire Sucker's effect, get to draw. Into Regeki. Oh my. Regeki, his side of the field. And then we can keep going, and I think... Is it worth it? I don't think it is, actually. I think we will just swing into him with Vampire Sucker. Can't destroy it. Interesting. Huh. I wonder why it can't be destroyed. Oh. That's what it was. It was probably that trap card he activated. That's probably what it did to make it so it can be destroyed by battle. Which is fine. We'll summon Doom King Baller, get that negate running up, and activate Vampire Sucker's effect to be able to draw. Then activate Baldrick's effect, and we're gonna banish that card so that way he can't use it as synchro material. Or fusion material, actually. Fusion or synchro. Alright, with that card gone, we drew into Vampire Sorcerer with the effect of Vampire Sucker. And now we wait. Literally the moment I cut, he surrendered. Okay, well at least I got to showcase some of the vampire cards. Well, that's everything, guys. If you want to see a deck profile on my vampire deck, I would gladly show you. Especially if they release the new vampire cards to Master Duel very, very soon.